Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Upper class men definitely embrace body gain. Now, there was a comment yesterday. It's a respectful comment, and I had a gentleman. He said he felt like body gain was more for the working class. It was more of a class thing. And indeed, there was another commenter who felt like, yeah, upper class men are more average built, more average, but no, not really. Not really. Indeed, when you talk about upper classes in general and upper class men in particular, oh, they big on fitness. I mean, if you look at the whole of body game isn't just, putting on some muscles, or it's generally just being fit, as fit as possible. That's the whole general thing, not just lifting, but maybe playing sports or something like that, running, exercising. I'll say just general overall fitness. And, my only response to him, I was just like, well, yet if you look at many upper class neighborhoods, and when we say upper class, let's say start with like upper middle class and go forward, you'll see nothing but gyms and health clubs, yoga studios, running places, stuff like that, cycle studios. And I said that in my answer. Indeed, I'll just use the example of where I live. My zip code is 21015. 21015. And you can look it up yourself. This is a six-figure area. I would say I got mansions within driving distance of my place. And you got some money around here in general. In general, you got like any place, you might have a couple poor spots, but you know, every place will have them. But in general, there's money around here, and you got about 20 fitness studios, fitness clubs, ranging inside from where I'm coming from. The Arena Club, you got Bel Air Fitness Club. Those are big. I mean, both of them sit on blocks, like they can sit on blocks by themselves and stuff. And then some smaller ones and everything, and a Pilate Studio. I actually know the owner of the Pilate Studio. Interesting person. Yoga studios, cycling studios. You got a whole bunch of stuff around here. But when you look at the people in the area, they're constantly working out. They are constantly working out. Shoot, a woman to drop a baby around here and then be jogging in that little baby stroller. And the men, let's talk about the men. The men especially, because in the area I live in, you got a lot of either professionals, managers, and even the blue collar guys around here. They ain't just ordinary, just workers and stuff. They actually own the businesses. Especially at the gym I'm at. We got owners in the morning. They be working out, then headed to whatever they own. Seriously, like owners and everything. And, some of them, a few of them, they could probably compete in a fitness model contest. And these are ones who are older. And incidentally, some of the sons of some of the, younger people, guys in the area, let's just say for those who are all into that Chad thing, just come to this gym right here. You'll see a bunch of them working out. So it's and that's one way I know. But then, remember, I've worked in gyms. I've been really dealing with gyms since 1988, from a university gym at American University. And I don't know what, it's probably even more prestigious now. Back then it was a party school, but they were the children of rich kids. They be in the gym. And children of rich families, they be in the gym. They be working out hard. Like, there's some names I could drop, and you'd be like, yeah, oh yeah, they were big. They were big, working out, playing ball, whatever. I'm getting to that playing ball thing in a bit, and then just working at sales and seeing who would be in the gyms and everything. Oh, it'd be professionals, and they don't be some like street dude or something, or just even just some regular working class dude, or it'd be like attorneys, engineers, everything. In fact, the last gym I was doing some sales at, the parking lot looked like a high-end parking lot. Seriously. It looked like a high-end parking lot. And you had like engineers and financial advisors in there throwing up 400 pounds. I remember this one dude. Now, this dude was thorough. This dude was a boxer and definitely worked his way up to at least upper middle class. Throw up 400 pounds like it was nothing. Throw it up. He'd be pulling up in his Mercedes and all of that. Now with him, you could say he built up, but he was definitely put himself in that upper echelon. And you had a lot of other guys like that, and then just at different gyms and everything. But see, understand something. When you talk about the upper class, they very big on just staying in shape, and that goes across races. Because some people will say, well, black people don't do that. On contrary. Like the last time I was at a black upper middle class event was back in 2019. Probably would have went to more, but that little thing called COVID hit, and it was a girlfriend's event. So you had these upper echelon women and their husbands, boyfriends, escorts, whoever you gonna call them. And one thing I peeped, I say 95% of the men in there definitely look like they hit the gym. And a couple look like they could throw up some weight too. But in general, they were all fit. There was only maybe a couple guys in there who you could say was just out of shape, and they were older. But you had guys in their 50s, 60s, otherwise guys in their 50s, 60s, 40s, 30s and stuff, and you could tell they hit the gym and everything. That's because overall, like, physical fitness is really big for upper classes. It really is big. They really big. Indeed, if you go in an upper class or upper middle class to upper class neighborhood, you're going to see stuff like, you're going to see a store like Sprouts, which I usually go to in the morning. You'll see like a Whole Foods. You're going to see healthier stuff. Shoot. And everything else, the services will just be better. You ain't gonna see too many liquor stores. You might have one, but definitely not one on every corner. And cigarette sales will probably be like whatever. They very healthy. They big on that, and they big on that body gain thing too. But they especially big. Seriously, just working out in gyms, doing sales in gyms. Like I mentioned about this financial advisor throwing up 400. I've personally known several attorneys. Listen to what I'm saying. Several attorneys and other professionals who could throw up 400 like it was nothing. I mean, they get in there and just throw it up, and then they shower and go back to whatever high-end job. And I saw this especially when I was down in D.C. I saw this. You had high-grade workers, everything. I even knew, I was acquainted with a judge down there who could deadlift more than the marshals. A judge, a federal judge. So, when you get people on that level, they ain't just sitting around. See, I think a lot of times people, when they think upper class or whatnot, they think about these celebrities that they see. Nah. If you're really talking upper class, they'll put them out of the picture. They special category. You gotta think about, okay, where the doctors at, where the lawyers at, where the high-end accountants are, where the CEOs at. Most of them will be in very good shape because they understand the connection between being physically fit and leading people. They understand it, seriously. In fact, just take a look. Just maybe even look up CEOs. See if you can find something that shows a bunch of CEOs. Now, I ain't gonna say they're gonna look like fitness models or something, but you're gonna be like, well, you know what? For their age, especially, they in pretty good shape. You know, like I said, there's always going to be an exception, because sometimes you tell people that they'll find the one exception, but ignore the like 199 other guys that show what I just said. Seriously, because you understand something. Mind and body is everything. If you're in physically good shape, then you can make decisions. You can make decisions. If you feel strong, you can lead. You can do the things that needs to be done. And I've seen that. Because seriously, just pay attention. Like when you start, especially those who might even work in serious corporate environments. Staying in shape, is great. Now, like I said, it ain't like they ain't gonna necessarily be like some buff dude, but they're gonna be fit. I say that's the best word to use. And they don't need to be buff anyway, because as I've said with body game, it ain't necessary. Muscles make a difference, yeah, that's a big thing. But as long as you're in the best shape that you can be, no matter what, that's the main thing. That's what it's all about. In very good shape. I say top shape. They don't have to be a fitness model, and they're usually not. And see, I'm gonna tell you something now. If you look at upper classes overall, that's a very big thing. Like, okay, look at the children of the upper classes. They be sent to prep schools. Anybody familiar with prep schools? No, they pretty much required to play a sport. If a young man sent to him, he can't just go there and just chill. He's pretty much required to play a sport. Now, unless they change something drastic, and I do mean something drastic, that hasn't changed. Somebody ain't gonna just go up in there like actual prep school. They're gonna be expected to play something at most of them. Like I said, I don't know if there's been a significant change, let me know. But that's how it always was. You talk to a lot of even just private school, you talk to any males that's been to a private school, the vast majority of them played something while they were in school. Because that's how deep it is. Because there's a connection. Because even just to succeed in life, you really, unless you in something that has absolutely nothing to do with your physical stamina, unless you in that, you might have a chance. Because think about it, especially for men, testosterone, building that up, that's the main thing. That's an energy source. That gives you the drive to do the things that you need to do. That keeps you going. See, I talk about body game and stuff, but people don't realize the T is high. That's why I can do all this. That's why I can do all these videos and the stuff I do outside of it. Still personally train my sons on a daily basis. Boom. And then hang out with them. And you just need that energy. Seriously, if you're serious about money, it got to be a holistic thing. You don't want to make money, but spend half of it on, most of it on some medications or stuff like that. So, and like I said, yeah, 21015 area code. Why, just check it out. Because like I said, I don't speak lightly. You can check out everything about it. I've worked in gym sales. I knew how much money these guys are bringing in. It was nothing to be signing up somebody who made 6 figures. It was nothing. They be going hard. If you look at these upper class, if you've been to any upper class event, regardless, just sit back and see what type of shape the men and the women are in. And I'm serious. Not what you see on TV or something like that. See, a lot of times people comment, but they never seen stuff up close. If you've been in that event, anybody's been to any events on that level, let me know how the people are. Let me know what they looking like. Most of them going to be in good shape, or even look like, most of them. There's always going to be an exception, but to everything, there's no hard rules with any of this. But in general, they hitting the gym. Indeed, I could probably present something, talk all about this to a group of upper level professionals, and they'd be like, yeah, They'll probably be in there talking about their different routines and stuff, you know? So that's an important thing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that perspective, okay? Like I said, check it out for yourself. Like I always say, check it out for yourself. All right? So anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.